everybody, it's Captain Kyle and I'm here with Pointblank and his Targetmaster Peacemaker. Yes, this is the Targetmaster set from the Legacy line. And just looking at it in the package, it looks a lot like the original G1, maybe slightly smaller, but unfortunately I don't have that one to compare it with. But it looks beautiful in the packaging. Ooh. And I'm gonna bust this guy out of this prison, not a plastic prison, a cardboard prison. Go through him and see if he's right for your collection. Be right back. All right, so with surgical precision, we'll open up the tape. I will pop open the bottom of the box and yank this fucker out. Looking inside the box, nothing else. We'll just put that over there. It's got instructions over here. It's got one of those stupid pieces of paper. Oh, go away. Ah! And he's got drugs. No, he's got the little piece of paper in the back, which I'm sure is Peacemaker. But there he is, strapped to the wall like a hunter's trophy. Autobots are a great quarry. Let's pop him out of these plastic restraints. Lord Chumley. It was a very interesting episode. Somebody deciding to hunt Autobots and getting pissed off at the Decepticons when they interfered. All right, get rid of this. Open up my drugs. The drugs. Open up. Ooh. There he is. Peacemaker looks very similar to the original. But I can already tell, simple transformation transforms a bit differently. So there is Pointblank in all of his Autobot glory. Looks very similar to the original. Same type of shoulders, similar chest piece. Definitely different in the front here because it went smoothly down into his legs. Here I can already tell there's a lot more posability. So let's go through them real quick. Yes, as I suspected, full toes up, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Hurts just looking at it. Bends at the knee, can go off to the side, has extremely movable ankle rockers, but that just means you can put him in a really wide stance. I don't know if he'd want to have that wide of a stance, but you know, it's all good. Twisting, he does twist at the waist, very nice. So he can twist at the waist. He could do some kind of crescent kick using those hips. As for the arms, I can already see because I moved them already. The arms go forward and back. He does have an elbow. It does, because of this plastic bit here and the wheel, there is some hindrance to that movement. It can go backwards, but you don't want it to go backwards. But there is some hindrance to this movement going forwards. It does slide off to the side, so you can slide his arm over there. I'm already seeing hints about the transformation. The fists do not seem to want to turn. They look like they should be able to, but I'm guessing they're not. But so it's pseudo wrists. The head can of course turn. That's pretty normal with these legacy figures and all the modern figures. It looks very good from the front, very similar, though not exact, to the original G1. The back, he's got this spoiler. Well, no, it actually looks like part of the windshield that flips forward. Now he's not lovely from the back. His butt's a little bony, but he's not horrible looking either. Looks good in side profiles. Now his Targetmaster, I have to say that some of the Battlemasters that they had were actually pretty damn posable. This guy does not appear to be all that posable. Transformation's a little bit different than the original. I think you just folded the original. This one you fold it twice and you pull out his little gun barrel. But a cool looking weapon, definitely reminiscent, a great homage to the original. Oh, he can kind of like do this little flappy thing with his, I don't think he's supposed to fly like that, but he can move his shoulders up a bit. So he can shrug, or he can be dejected, you know, whatever you want to have him emote. A cool figure. Let's try the kneeling thing. I've been doing this lately, and some of them can kneel pretty well, some of them can't. He actually kneels pretty well. Ah, but his gun fell out. Let's fix his gun. I have to say the Targetmaster here, very easy to move out of place, but if we put him in a kneeling position, he can stay. So he can be on one knee, he can be in a superhero pose, whatever is applicable. Very cool robot. Love the robot so far. He's probably a scooch shorter than the original, but very reminiscent. And apparently, according to the instructions, if Peacemaker wants to, he can hide on his back. So you have weapon storage, so he can be, you know, doing whatever he needs to do without a weapon. Building things, doing something constructive instead of destructive. But all right, let's check out the vehicle mode, which I'm kind of winging it here, but I think the transformation is not that difficult that I really need to refer to the instructions. So there he is in his vehicle mode. I think he's more sliding than rolling, because again, for some reason, the newer Transformers, the wheels aren't as good as the G1s. I did refer to the instructions a little bit. These little side pieces that are attached by a little ball joint, those can pop off pretty easily if you're not careful. So I could see a lot of these showing up at yard sales missing those pieces, or at least one of them, which would be even more annoying. But looks like a cool car, very similar to the original, though I think the original had a spoiler that you plugged in and he actually carried as a weapon. I could look it up now, but I'll let you do that. You can let me know if I'm correct. Now you can take his Targetmaster partner, and he actually plugs in, not to the actual holes here, but into the spoiler area. The barrel just barely clears the hood here. Try to push that down a little bit more firmly. So if he's not careful, the heat of the blasts going over can actually warp the windshield. Good thing he doesn't actually fire. From the back, it looks pretty decent. The front looks good. Nice Autobot symbol there. Looks good from each side. I mean, obviously it's not a car that is on the road today, so it's not going to be able to be mistaken for a real vehicle. And I've had a little bit of trouble, there we go, attaching these little flimsy things to the feet that come forward, but I think that's good. All right, so there he is in vehicle mode. He's about 5 inches long, maybe slightly more with the spoilers, but a cool looking car, a good representation of the original Targetmaster. Now they're obviously putting him in the G1 universe, not necessarily the Headmasters universe, where they did have Targetmasters, just not Hot Rod Cup and Blurr. But it is nice to get a Targetmaster and not a Headmaster. Now we just need a Sureshot because we do have a Crosshairs. And he's still pretty much available at retail. I'll put a bunch of links in the description. This guy also put links to eBay because sometimes you can find a good deal on there. Or if he's not available at retail, you might need to spend what my friend Tony likes to call the late fee. So while you're deciding if you want to get this most excellent homage to the original Pointblank, you can check out this video over here where there's another legacy figure that was not released in G1 because it's actually the G2 G-Axis. We compare that legacy to the previous version from Thrilling 30. And of course you can like, subscribe, all that stuff. We will see you next time. And as always, have fun and good hunting.